Light, camera, action.
Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 29th of October. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And that, Gary, was young Mia,
Yes.
who is the daughter of the owner of 23 Sidwell Avenue,
Yes.
where we are at the moment. It's number 23, isn't it? Yes,
Yes,
23.
She's a delightful lady and she's not included in the sale, Philip. She's not a chattel as listed on the contract.
Although sometimes I think her mother would like to include her in the contract of
don't.
sale. Anyway, we'll talk more about 23 Sidwell Avenue in a few moments'
Don't
time.
say such things.
Let's get down to business, Gary, because what a weekend it was. Can you
Super
imagine?
Saturday, Super Sunday. Do they get any bigger than that?
31
Wild.
auctions. Gary.
Wild and uncontrollable.
Our face is all over the Age newspaper
It is.
today and all online.
Not in the most wanted section either. Not with a balaclava over your face like the younger days.
Running from the 7-Eleven.
Exactly right.
Just for the viewers' understanding, it was the biggest auction weekend ever in the
Victoria.
history of Melbourne. And
That's it.
there was a 73% clearance rate.
Yep.
We're going to get that little tower up on screen as we
73%, but oh no, we didn't get 73%, Philip. We smashed 73% because we got 74%. We started off, Philip, in Commercial Road and failed. Didn't sell that. Vendor bid 350, but we will sell that because that's a terrific property. We moved on to Master Street, Philip, and lo and behold, we passed that in as well. But we will sell that. It is a terrific apartment. It was passed in at 510,000 with a later offer of 515. The reserve is 550. This is a fabulous big apartment with a massive courtyard, Phil. It's beautiful and worth the money. Now, 10 at 39 to Pean Highway in Elstwick, Phil. Adam Josky went down there. I think it was Jeremy Rosens that made an auction.
Are you intending to talk about all 31 auctions on GPTV today?
That one
because
sold
this is
for
going to
500.
go for a good half hour. I think we need to
No.
cut a lot shorter than that, Gary.
561,000.
Let's just talk
well,
about...
you're just making it longer by butting in.
Well,
Tell us about Rothschild Street. It's undisclosed, but it's sold.
Just under $1 million, Gary. We had a couple of buyers there, passed it in, negotiated afterwards. That's a really good house.
5 Alma Place. Philip, you passed that in superbly.
I did, and one of the reasons that we do need to talk about it, it's still available, and it is the most stunning property you will ever see.
We're not travelling so well at this stage of Saturday, but it all gets better when we get to Katanda Road, Ormond, which we had a auction there. We sold it for 507,000, way above reserve. Philip, I went to Wando Grove and auctioned
now
there.
this is the reason we have GPTV, Gary, is to educate the viewers about what can happen in the marketplace. Tell us about this sale, because Wando Grove is a great spot, but this sale is absolutely off the Richter scale.
Look, it's under the price is undisclosed, but put it this way: the first bid was $20,000 over the reserve. The next bid was another $100,000 on top of that. And
so two bids and you're already $120,000 over the reserve.
I thought, what's going on here?
Well,
Philip,
the vendor didn't even have a chance to have a heart attack over that result.
They didn't. I've died and gone to real estate heaven. So that one just kept on running, an undisclosed figure, Phil, but gee, what a beauty. Corkwell Street, Melbourne, another one. Undisclosed, went through the roof.
I've got to tell you, congratulations.
Hundreds of thousands over the reserve.
Congratulations to Lamore Herskovitz, who listed and sold that property.
Hey? Yeah, the Lamore Herskovitz.
The Lamore. Congratulations to Lamore, because what an outstanding result there. We had a reserve. Is that price undisclosed? Can I talk about it?
It is. No, you can't talk about it.
Okay,
Sadly.
so I'm not going to talk about it, but I sold hundreds of thousands of dollars over the reserve.
Philip, I had a little break and snuck up to Jeremy Rosen's auction in Charnwood Grove. Now, that's a one-bedroom apartment, if I'm not mistaken, and that one sold for $384,000. It was passed in for a little bit less and actually sold with 2 buyers after auction, having an auction after the auction. We see that sometimes, don't we, Philip?
We do, absolutely.
So that was terrific. Normanby Road sold before auction for an undisclosed amount. Nothing to talk about there. Now, 83 Estar Road, that's all can be revealed. That's a terrific story because that property...
I'm going to tell this story if you don't mind, Gary. That was a property that was listed with another local agent. Now,
I don't give them a hard time.
I'm not going to give them a hard time because they're good.
They are good.
But apparently there was an offer on this 12 months ago of $1,030,000.
We're informed.
We're informed, where the buyer apparently came up to $1,060,000.
We're informed.
But wouldn't sign the contract. This is the story we've got anyway. So it didn't sell, but the vendor was glad to sell it 12 months ago for $1,060,000.
Fast forward, 12 to 18 months.
Now, 2 things are different. The market is different.
Yes.
But of course, the new agent is none other than Gary Peer and Associates.
And the public can decide why the outcome was the
correct.
outcome.
Lior puts that to auction on Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Remember, 12 months ago, the vendor would have taken $1,060,000 and probably $1,030,000. Lior has the most incredible auction and sells it for $1,200,000. $231,000. So effectively $200,000 more, or almost 20% more in 12 months.
Horsley, well, let's whip on through Horsley Avenue, $916,000. Well done to the team from St Kilda selling that property.
That's a semi in East St Kilda. You know, nice enough property.
Well above reserve. Mowbray Street, Hawthorn East was passed in. Will sell, I'm
Still
sure.
available. We've got a couple of inspections there today, Gary. So hopefully we'll get that over the line.
Apartment in Glenora Road sold before auction.
We
Philip,
did.
for an undisclosed
Sold
amount.
on Thursday night.
Sunday morning, I woke up to you, Philip. That sounds a bit sus, doesn't it? But I woke up to you at 10:30 a.m.
You look so beautiful first thing in the morning.
Thanks so much. I didn't think you noticed. 87 Estale Road was at 10:30 a.m, Phil. And look, it's an undisclosed amount, but it went for well over reserve. We thought we'd get somewhere around that 1.2, 125. Suffice to say, it sold for substantially more.
Substantially more, and that had probably been in the same hands for about 50 years,
Yes,
Gary.
you did all right at that auction, Phil.
Thank you.
8 at 54 Hotham Street was passed in. The reserve's 449. I'm sure we'll sell that soon. 1 at 686 Inkerman Road. Well, that was my best auction, I don't mind saying.
Tell us about that, Gary.
The reserve there was, I think it was 600, but they probably would have dropped it to maybe 580. First bid, 580. Hello, game on. And off it went. Next bid, I think, was 610. So a couple of heavy hitters there really going hammer and tong.
Was that a two-bedroom apartment?
It was a two-bedroom apartment with
its
a courtyard.
feature was the courtyard. Do you
great
remember?
courtyard.
I haven't been there that long, the owners of
they
that
haven't.
property. Do you remember what they paid?
Well, it's, I'm not sure. It might have been around 500 or so, maybe even less.
So a couple of years has gone from 500 to...
I don't know if it was 500, Philip, but $680,000 was the ultimate sell price, a competitive auction.
Great growth there, Gary.
So well done. 17 Lempriere Avenue, Phil.
Well,
tell us about that one.
Gary,
that was a humdinger.
What an amazing result that was, because effectively, the first bid was in excess of the reserve price.
I love that. Philip, in Hawthorn Road, while you were there, I eloquently and beautifully passed in Hawthorn Road. It's passed in at 550,000. We had an offer of 550, passed in at 540. Later offer 550. Reserve 599. A terrific apartment with a courtyard on Hawthorn Road. Phil, I can recommend that one. 211 Cambrook Road, undisclosed.
Well, once again undisclosed, but
monster result.
That's a great house. We held the auction inside. There must have been at least 100 odd people, and two buyers. Well, there were about 3 or 4 buyers there, although one party had another party acting for them as well in conjunction, in cahoots, Gary, although we picked that from about the word go. But that one sold for many hundreds of thousands of dollars over the reserve price.
4 at 40 Northcote Avenue, Phil, sold for $506,000. Leor Samuel, I think, did that auction. Well done. Competitive one too, as I understand. 410C Dandenong Road. I had the pleasure of that auction, Philip. My reserve was $750. Lo and behold, we sold it for $845,000. I think there were 4 bidders.
More than 10% over the reserve price.
Well in excess of 10%.
It's a kind of boom time results, aren't
It
they?
is. 399A Hawthorn Road. Another good story. Keep it brief though. You sold that one. Tell us about it.
399A Hawthorn Road.
Yeah.
If I did sell that, I don't remember.
No, that's because you didn't, but the company did. Another auctioneer sold that. We sold that for $732. It was for sale again with another agent. They were looking for around 7, Phil, and we've got it, auctioned it, and sold it for $730. Phil, Emma Street, that was a terrific property.
What happened there?
Went off the Richter scale. 3 bidders, had a lot of fun there. One bidder was, right out of the blocks with a very aggressive bid. Our reserve was 1.2, didn't get a chance to even say that. Probably would have been dropped as well. That was the vendor's, kind of wish price. First bid was 1,150, and off it went, Phil, and sold for $1,358,500. And I got to tell you, Phil, what a great auction, what a great result. And the vendors, I just want to say cheerio, because they are keen watchers of GPTV, and they are a very, very delightful family who deserved a great result. Congratulations.
That is the most phenomenal result.
Phil, we didn't sell in Orong Road an apartment there, which is a great apartment on Orong Road, Caulfield North, 8 at 374. It's
if
still
you're
available.
Looking for a great place to
That's
live
a good buy.
or an investment, that is a screamingly good buy.
Someone wanted it at $490. They're not too far away from buying it. So either, if I'm talking to that buyer, come up and buy it, or somebody else, come on into the picture. 6 at 18 Parkside Street, also, Phil.
Yeah, that was a nice little 2-bedroom villa. Had 2 parties go hammer and tong. Took me a while to get it going, I must say, but once we did, sold under the hammer at $600,000 on the nose, to use a spring racing term.
Very good. A couple of big ones to finish off Sunday, Phil. Yeah, undisclosed, but Vadler Avenue, the last week's venue of GPTV. The quote there, I think we can say what the quote price
3
was.
million plus.
3 million plus, and gee, it was certainly plus. The reserve was plus, and we got plus, and we got plus again.
And I've got to tell you that it was reported in the Age newspaper today that the biggest sale in Melbourne across the weekend was a sale at $3.2 million with somebody.
Yeah.
Clearly they didn't see our auction result because we
undisclosed.
therefore hold the highest auction
But we
result
can't
for the
say
weekend.
how
but we
much,
can't
Phil,
say.
because we have to be
I've
respectful.
got to talk about that sale, Gary. That was listed by Sally Zellman from our office.
She's a legend, isn't
Worked together with Darren Crongold.
Yep.
Super Sally
Yeah.
Zellman.
Well done, Sal.
We
got a shot of her on the screen.
We
Let's put her
gave
up here.
Sally in the sales meeting today a voucher to a dinner for two at Bistro Thierry, which is a great place, by the way, in Malvern Road, Hawkesbury.
Do you think we should have only given her $50 for two people?
No, we gave her more than that, but we
Oh,
gave
did
her
we?
a voucher because Super Sally Zellman on Saturday set
Sunday.
somewhat on Sunday set somewhat of a personal record and a record for the office in terms of her achievement on Sunday.
Yeah.
We can't really talk about on camera
sold,
what it
I don't know,
was.
10 million,
but-
9 million,
but she
some
sold something like
ridiculous
$9
amount
million
of
worth of
real
sales.
estate,
She was responsible for that sale in Vadler Avenue together with Darren Crongold. But I want to say also that what a great privilege it was for our company to sell that house, because that is a house that's been in the same family for 50 years. It is a local icon.
It is.
The street is a fabulous street.
A landmark.
And I have to tell you, from all of the team at Gary Peer and Associates, we were all so proud to be selected to handle the sale of that property.
Phil, the last auction of the day, your voice was a bit raspy, but you still gave it your all, which is the professional that you are, the award-winning agent that you are, and that was in Los Angeles Court. We went to LA, but we didn't come out of it with
How
souls
good
to
is
go.
that street? Even if you're not interested in buying a house, but you're a GPTV
10 Los
viewer,
Angeles Court viewers.
drive into this street and have a look at it, because there you are in the heart of what's called Ripponlea, but it's really East St Kilda. Drive into this court because it's like the most phenomenal court.
And it's a great house, and it's worth the money. The reserve now 1595. Somebody's going to find that and be very, very grateful that they found it. Phil,
Talking of great houses, Gary,
does it get bigger or better than where we are right now?
How good is number 23 Sidwell Avenue, where we are filming from today, and how much do I love this house?
I thought we were in Club Med. I didn't even realise we were at a house here.
Club Med,
How's
you
this
are
setting?
so funny.
Yeah.
The owner of this house does some amazing charity work.
That's good, isn't it?
And she's had some functions here supporting women's cancer.
Yes.
Although I'm looking at her as we speak to hear what was the function here for?
NBCF.
NBCF, which National Breast Cancer
Yep.
Foundation.
Yep.
For a pink function for 200 women where we raised a lot of money for NBCF.
Okay, so you heard her just chime in there. So it was a National Breast Cancer Function.
A little bit behind the scenes
in
GPTV
excess
action
of
there.
200 people in this house, and I have to tell you, the house just swallowed everybody.
Yep.
So if you're looking for a fantastic family home,
Yep.
let alone one where you want to do some entertaining, how good is this house?
Talk us through
and
it. Talk us
this
through it.
room, this
Yeah.
room's an absolute sensation.
Have we done the video tour here?
We've done the video tour, so
Okay.
they're going to show some footage, Gary. How much do I love the swimming pool?
Yeah.
But this room where we're in, which is the indoor, outdoor, the alfresco summertime room, Gary, it is nothing short of sensational.
How good will it be to be here in summer, Phil? How many bedrooms have we got here?
It's got all the bedrooms you could possibly ever want.
That's a great
Gary.
answer if someone doesn't know.
It's got 5. Our owner is just holding up 5 fingers.
You're a
to show-
professional. He's been exposed, hasn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, fantastic.
But if you want a 3-bedroom house, it's perfect. But up to 5 bedrooms here. Stunning position, walking distance to Carlisle Street. Stunning swimming pool, back garden faces west and north. I'm in love with this house. You will be too. Come and have a look at it.
And thankfully, if you want to know more about it, just call Nikki Janover, who's handling the property, together with others from the St Kilda office, and she knows exactly how many bedrooms, bathrooms,
And if you do
details
come
are.
to this house at an open for inspection, get ready to be disarmed at the front door by Nikki Janover's absolutely beaming smile.
Congratulations to David and Lee Cutler, because they've had a little baby Erin. So congratulations
Can we
to
bring
David.
little Erin up on screen as we speak?
should
A
bring
little-
Erin in for GPTV next
We
week,
should.
perhaps. But there's a little image of Erin there. What a beautiful little baby, and congratulations
Gorgeous.
to David. Birth, the next generation coming through at Gary Peer and Associates.
So
Okay.
Gary, that's a wrap. What a big week. I'm looking forward to having a weekend off.
Yeah, go and enjoy yourself, Phillips. Derby Day, Cup Day on Tuesday. We'll be coming back at you for our Melbourne Cup special with tips, although by the time you get it, it'll be too late. So good luck for the Melbourne Cup. Have a great weekend. Phil, have a good weekend off for auctions. We'll be back next week with a big review of the properties coming up for the weekend ahead of that, if you can work that out.
Have a great week. Thanks
I'm
for
Gary
watching.
Peer.
And
Bye
I'm
for
Philip
now.
Kingston.
Cheers.
Bye.